Can you hear me? Hello? Okay. I guess this is good. Where's Wisconsin Mom? I sent her the link. She better get her butt over here. I can't do this alone. Hey, Kate, you. Good to see you here. Okay, tonight, we're just gonna go with the flow. Kind of get used to using StreamYard and things. There she is. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I
Well,
was
we
trying to
got
figure.
this far.
Yeah, I know. But I didn't have a picture, so I was trying to do a different picture, and then it just came up a big blob. So this is what you get tonight. Okay, use here.
Hey, Bob. Hey, everybody. Um, just a minute. I can't mod Kate you from here, I don't think. Where's Lip? She's supposed to be here helping me.
I think we got it. Okay. All right. Just hang on, guys. We're trying to just figure out all this. Hi, everybody coming in. Good to see you. KU, Bob, Mama Bear, Patricia, Kirst. Awesome to see everybody in here. I have no idea where she went. Look at that. She left me up here by myself. Maybe I have stage fright again. Well, come on, Lisa. Where did you go? Where did you go? Lisa, come out wherever you are. Somebody throw me a life jacket, will ya? Um, so this is the first time, so she can't get back in. Are you telling me, Lisa, I'm doing this on my own now? Oh, child of God. Hi, how are you? So, hey, Lisa, you better figure out how to get back in here. Curse with Curiosity, good to see you tonight. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Palm Patrol. Glad you're here. So, what's everybody doing tonight besides waiting for Lisa like me? We, so
Oh,
we got a
I'm
little,
back. I'm back. I think. Am I back?
yeah, you're back. You're back. No, don't go, don't leave me, astray.
Excuse me, I have a cold. Yeah, I said this was going to be trial and error tonight.
That's okay. That's okay.
How crazy.
I'm used to being on my own up on panel once in a while by myself. No.
Kate, I can't figure out how to mod you from here. Just a second. I'm gonna try something else. I might be gone in a minute.
Okay. Blue Roses, welcome. I hope she doesn't leave me up here by myself again too long. I don't know what to talk about. Well, I have lots to talk about, but I
Okay,
want to.
Kate's got a wrench now.
Yay! There you go, KU.
Yay! I
There you go,
I hope.
KU. I hope.
Okay.
So,
Um, we're,
Tree. Hey, good to see you. Sorry. I gotta say hi to everybody, you know. I'm so excited about this.
hi. I know. Okay,
Okay.
Kate. You should have a wrench. I hope. I hope. Does it show up? I can only see the StreamYard chat, so.
I can only see StreamYard chat.
Yes,
Uh,
Kate, you has a wrench.
Yay. All right.
Okay, everybody, tonight is just kind of free form. We'll talk about summer and Rose and whatever you want to talk about. Wisconsin Mama's free to disagree with me.
Darn
And
right.
any of you are free to disagree with me. Just do it in a polite manner. This is for entertainment only, and any opinions expressed are strictly Wisconsin Mama's and mine. Do not bash other creators. I'm not going to get into that. You can talk about something they said, but we're not going to bash any creators in here. So, what do you want to start with? Anybody have any questions? What do you
Sorry.
think about this guy that called into Ziggy, Blue Solo Cop? Did anyone hear that?
I listened to it. I listened to it last night.
Hi,
Um,
Teresa. Hi, Criminality. Welcome.
he was different. Seemed like a nice guy. What'd you think of him?
Yeah, he did at first. I thought he seemed credible. I don't know, just the way he was talking. But the longer he talked, the more he kind of got tripped up, which I think happens if you're making up a story. Did he know Judy Sue or not? Did he, he said he didn't know her, then he did know her,
I
then he
think it was
didn't know her.
I think it was all about Ziggy.
I mean, he went
I
awfully hard against Jody Sue. So I
he
almost
did.
think somebody put him up to it that doesn't like her. I don't know.
I think honestly, this is what I think. I think that he was put up to that phone call. I think he's a complete fraud. Um, I think somebody was just playing with Ziggy. That's what I believe.
Yeah,
That's
Teresa.
my
Oh,
opinion.
yeah. Criminality. I've read a lot of comments where people said that he used to be on Ernie's panel and has been on some other, like, no thanks, and that he's kind of a troll. I can't find anything though, but I looked on Ziggy's and all his comments are gone too. So I guess if you delete your channel, your comments go with it, because they were there last night, but I looked today and they were gone. Oh yeah, Bob. Yes. That's what I was told by two people that said they saw the will, and it had some conditions on it that he had to get married. Although she did transfer it to him before he was married. So I'm not sure exactly what that was, but that is why he got married. And he could never sell or borrow money on that land. It was supposed to remain in the family. So, I'm not saying he can't break the will, but that would take a lawyer and some money. So I guess if you see another Cash App out there.
Hello, Pandrew. Welcome to our channel.
Is that the Pandrew?
Pandrew. Pandrew is quality.
Quilty.
Quilty.
I guess
Sorry,
that's about me.
I can't read that close up. But anyways, welcome to our channel. Feel free to say what you need to say. We're open here.
Does that answer your question, Bob? That's called a conditional will. And you can put, conditions in there that are, in the future, certain things. I know there's a girl in England whose father was a billionaire and left her his fortune, but she had to get a job and she refuses. So she ain't getting no money.
Hey, I heard about that one too. I I did.
She said,
I
I'm
mean,
not
like,
getting a job. I'm a billionaire.
I, I mean, like, you know what? Just go to somebody's house and act like you cleaned it. You're a billionaire. I mean, be a maid. Go to McDonald's. Go anywhere and get
Yeah,
some money.
she
Huh.
could probably even volunteer. Hi, Deborah Ann. Do you have your wrench?
I don't see a wrench on Deborah. Hi, Deborah. It's
Oh, yeah, she's
Fitzy.
got a wrench.
Oh, okay. So then why
Okay,
can't I?
thanks, Bob. Hey, Teresa, I'm so glad you're with
Treat
us.
you.
I'm honored.
I love everybody in here.
I know.
I
So
heard,
far, nobody's gotten timed out.
I heard about, I heard about the will, you know, and about the house. I heard about all that in the beginning. So like I guess that's something that maybe I'll just jot down and ask Don myself, you know,
Yeah,
um whether, it's true.
assuming he'd tell you the truth. I've
Mm,
looked for her will, but not a deep dive. I guess I could do more about that. It's got to be public record. It's
It's
still
okay.
early.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah, I'm
early.
itching. I'm itching to try out that block button, the timeout button.
Mhm. I know, right? Right?
Our backstory and how we know this family. I know because Rose's ex-husband, Chris, um, contacted me on Messenger and asked me to look into it. So then I also talked to Rose's sister and some of their childhood friends, some other people in Grantsburg, someone else who had filed the case from the beginning. She had a lot of information. Oh, and still does. And just some tips here and there. People call me and fill me in. Like the guy in Candy's trailer that called the cops on JLR.
Oh,
He
that was
contacted, yeah,
funny.
he
That was
contacted me on Messenger to tell me his story. So just people, I have a lot of people on Messenger get a hold of me and want to fill me in. Usually, if I can't verify it by records, if two or three people tell me the same story, then I kind of think that's credible.
yeah, yeah. So I know the family from growing up here. They grew up in this town of Grantsburg, and my kids went to school with them, and there's a lot of them that all hung out together, and so that's how I know them. Um, one of their uncles was my husband's best friend, and so I didn't realize the connection was there until after Summer came up missing. That's when I put it all together. So we're here to be a voice for Rose, to get the facts out there about Rose, and hopefully to get some new leads, about her, which you could call Polk County on.
Yeah, if anybody has any, I should put that in a banner. I'll do that next time when I figure it out.
Yeah.
Call Andrew Vitalis at the Polk County um, Sheriff's Office. He's the lead detective on the case. And Julie is the lead detective in Burnett County, which is where they found her car. So they do have, a detective in each county working on it. Hi, Steffers. Where is Lips anyway? I modded her and she's not in here. But so far, we haven't needed a wrench, I don't think.
No.
How do those comments get up at the top? Are you doing that, Wisconsin Mama?
Am I scrolling? Yeah, I'm scrolling.
No, are you putting the comment up on the screen, that cursed with curiosity? Did you do that? I don't know how to do that.
No, I didn't do that.
Huh.
No, no. This is
Oh,
really
I just did it.
okay.
Okay, 80s baby. Excuse me. Um, I wish I could say yes. I thought it was. I know they're working on it. I know they contacted somebody about an interview today. I should not probably say that because I'm not supposed to actually talk about the case, but they are working on it. They are constantly working on it. Um, so, the false tips, like the buried under the driveway thing that Allie made up, that's causing some problems because Andrew Vitalis told me that the amount of resources and time wasted on that stuff is just ridiculous. He said it goes with the job, but I don't think it should have to. People need to use some common sense. Just because you hear it on a YouTube thing, us included, I guess,
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you need to call. Doesn't mean that 200 people need to call. When that thing came out about Rose Bly alive, I did call him and tell him, be prepared because
Yeah.
you're going to get bombarded tonight. And he said, okay, I'll tape it. So,
Also with the Polk County Sheriff's Department, when there was another creator that came out with a story, I'll put it that way. They also got bombarded with phone calls, but they already had that information. But because the creator wouldn't believe, um, or should I say, the creator thought it was really important to put that out there to damage somebody's reputation, um, it really put the Polk County Police Department um, busy, made them busy for something that they already knew.
yeah, they knew she wasn't under the driveway. And Candy did not buy that trailer until after Rose went missing.
Right,
So,
right.
can you see Candace and Candy out there pouring a driveway in the middle of the night? I believe Candace was pregnant at that time.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
nobody noticed in a trailer park? I don't think so. But they did have to go and take dogs out there and check out that tip just because they have to check out every tip. Same with
right.
Summer's case. I mean, they get a ridiculous amount of stuff there.
Hmm. Yeah. And a lot of resources have been wasted on um not facts, and I think that I think if you think you have something credible, then you should call the police. But if it's something that you just heard, if it's just idle gossip, gossip, then I don't think you really have any really motive to call the police. It's like, oh, hello. Um, I heard this from so and so, who heard it from so and so, who heard it from so and so. So I'm calling to tell you, that's not credible information.
I
Am I wrong?
know if the creator thinks it's credible and they're the ones saying it, then they can call. But, 200 people in chat do not need to call in the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see. What do we got?
Oh,
Hi,
we have.
Lips. Glad you're finally with us. Do I think Candace had anything to do with Rose's disappearance at all? Absolutely not. No,
No.
they were
One
moving.
110% no.
Yeah, she had nothing to do. And that's a thing that gets kind of misconstrued is when when Candace is giving her interview and Don said, be careful, your mom is listening when they ask her about Rose. He said that because Candy was crying on Rose's birthday, and Rose said, why are you crying? The bitch is dead. Well, yeah, there's no love lost there between Candace and anyone, really. But, it wasn't because he thought she was going to say something incriminating. He just, wanted to keep the peace with Candy. So people keep thinking there's something there.
Can you imagine? Put yourself in that woman's position. I mean, for 2 minutes, put yourself in her position. She lost one daughter, and now she lost a granddaughter. I mean,
Yeah.
as many as thousands of people think that that woman is guilty of doing something, the only the only thing she's guilty of is having a broken heart that we know of. I
Yeah,
believe I believe 100% that grandma is hurting. I really do.
she's doing more than is apparent to the public. So my advice is to just wait until this is over and reserve your judgment on her. Um, yeah, she truly has a broken heart. She was at the missing persons event again this year with her Table for Rose, which
She
she
was
goes every year. Yeah, she was on TV.
she was on TV.
Um,
I saw her, which I was like, wow, there she is advocating for her daughter.
every
You
year.
know,
She wanted to take a
every year.
table for summer, but because it's only Wisconsin missing persons, she couldn't. But she did take flyers there. So Bob asks if she is allowed to be around children anywhere. Yeah, there's no reason why she can't be. You know, she's not allowed to be around certain children if their parents say no. But as far as legally, yeah, she can be around kids. There's nothing there. Who asked about the Brian Koberger case? Child of God, hello. I think I know who you are. Um, do I think more people? I don't know what to think. I'm waiting. There's a lot of inconsistencies, and I haven't seen anything overwhelming in the evidence that I can't explain each piece separately. However, as a bunch, you know, as taken as a group, it might be enough. I don't know. That's a case that really interests me. Oh, Alpaca Maid. Hi. Well, I'm a Michigander. Actually, I'm a Michiganian.
Hmm. Tree has a question.
If Grandma didn't live part time on the hill, is she the type too? Um, I guess I don't understand the question. Do you?
So I understand the question, and I can't
Okay, you.
answer that. I can't answer that question, Tree, because I don't know grandma.
If she didn't live part time on the hill, is she the type?
It's keeping close contact with her grandchildren. I don't know.
She
I don't
does keep in close contact with her oldest grandchild. I know that they are in contact and they get along. Um, she does not have contact with the other grandchildren, but yeah, I think she does like them in her way. I mean, there's a
every
disconnect there in that
grandchild.
family, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. There is a disconnect in that family, and that I mean, it goes. You would almost have to go all the way back from like the very beginning of that family. Way before that family. It's generations.
Um,
You know,
People said Candy's mother was very nice, Rosetta. Um, she helped raise the girls. Chris took his kids over to see her when she was alive, and nobody has a bad word to say about her. So I'm not sure what happened. I was surprised to hear Candace say that her grandfather was her best friend because nobody talks about him much. He died
I
earlier, and
I do believe that she said that before. Can you hear me
really,
better? KU, can you hear me better? Can you hear me okay, Lisa?
yeah, I can hear you.
So, Candace has said that before too, that, um, about grandpa, you know, um, there's, I mean, how far do you, how far do you go? You know what I mean? How far does a person have to dig into a person's life to find out what happened to a missing child or a missing loved one? Let's just put a missing loved one. I mean, does going way back and digging up their past, and I'm just talking like anybody, does the past help what happened to a missing person? I mean, I'm asking you a question.
I
You
know what
know,
you're saying, that what good does it do to dig up innocent people's backgrounds? On the other
right?
hand, the whole reason why I came out on Staff Girl in the first place was just to kind of give a little background, to explain maybe why Candace acts the way she does, so people could understand, because people were so judgmental. And I thought maybe if I gave them a little of her background, they'd, take that into account and not be so hard on her.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That is true. And people, I kind of, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna say it. You came to YouTube looking for people to help you find your daughter, okay? But there was only one parent at the time that stepped up to the plate and kept Summer's name alive. I know it destroyed Candace. I know. But you made yourself look guilty by not coming out and saying anything. I mean, when I say nothing, I mean nothing. I'm glad she's out now, and I'm glad she's out looking for Summer now and she's out talking. I'm happy for her doing that. I'm happy that she's looking for her daughter. But it took almost 2 years. It shouldn't have been, it should not have been Don's boy standing there doing that interview with Don. Candace, you
Oh,
should
you're
have been by
you're
Don's
right.
side.
You're
Can you hear
right.
me?
Yep. Yep. You're right.
Yeah. I know
Yes,
she's
you're
hurting
right.
and I know she's hurting, but she should have been by Don's side.
I
She
think,
should have been the one advocating too.
but on the other hand, she doesn't like to be questioned. Like when she walked up Dr. Phil, she doesn't like to feel like someone's cornering her. So,
Well, Dr. Phil has
and I think
like,
they would have if she would have been out there. I think because, you know, Don never stops talking, even though it's none of it's the truth. But um, I think he just kind of took over as spokesman for her because he knows she doesn't like to be out public.
well, I can't say how I would know how I would react, if my daughter was missing. And I understand, Candace had, some drinking problems. I get all that. But even, you know what? Even if you're drunk, you still should at least be out there saying something about your daughter instead of everybody else. I,
Yeah,
that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. That's all. I'm not trying to hurt anybody by saying that. I'm just saying that where were you? Where were you? You know?
hi, Luminous. Glad to see you here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Um,
I know she
yeah, I,
had
I don't know.
I
I
know
don't
she
want to.
had alcoholic problems. No, I'm not picking on Candace. Believe me, I'm
No,
not.
no, no. I just want to say I don't want. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't know. It's like when people, um, watch an animal, they try to put human feelings on it, like their human feelings. And I think it's the same way with Candace. We don't really know how we'd react. I know how I'd react if my cat got out. I would, you know, almost cease
Y-
to function until I found him. But
Well, you're right. You're right. We don't know. I can say I would have done this, I would have done that, but you know what? I don't know. I don't know how I would react. Everybody is different, you know. But I'm just saying, She needs to be found. It's been too long. Way too long. I gotta read chat.
Yes. Kate, you ask if they're in Tennessee. Uh, I heard that beer crack. Um, as far as I know, I believe they are headed there. As far as if they're staying there, that I do not know. Sorry,
No, you're
Kate,
fine.
you. Maybe Wisconsin Mama can say something about that.
So as far as
I
I
don't know. I
know
don't.
that as far as I know they were heading back to Tennessee. The reason why I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. But I don't think they can afford to stay anywhere else, and that's paid for. Now there was chatter that Tim Mullen paid the electric bill, so they'll have electricity.
Mm.
What are my feelings on Dudley? I
Kiko,
do not.
I
What?
I don't want to judge them. I'm not trying to judge them. I'm just saying that I think here are the right words. It was handled wrong from the very beginning. The whole thing. The whole thing. From the very beginning. Of from when Summer came up missing, um, to the interviews, they they didn't have enough good people to step in and say, "Hey, I'm going to be the spokesperson for you. This is how it should be done." You know, they needed somebody there that wasn't going to use them, that wasn't out for the glory. They needed somebody there for them. And
They had people there that cared for them. They had a whole group of people that bought them things. I know someone that bought that iron railing around the stairway.
but I'm
Um,
not talking about that, Lisa. I'm talking
no, but
about
I mean they were willing to help.
a
I actually
spokesperson.
what?
A
Oh, okay.
spokesperson. That's what I'm talking about. They needed a spokesperson. That's
I
what
see.
they needed. Yeah.
Oh, they can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but is your volume up as high as it'll go? Hi, Murgatroyd. Glad to see you here.
Let me go out and I'll come back in.
Okay. Is Lips leaving? Bye, Lips. Yes, Oh, Lips. I misinterpreted us. Okay. Um, I don't see her coming back. Uh-oh. So what else do we want to talk about? Hey, Palm Patrol is in here. Oh, hi. I think Don was going to be done with an Amber Alert. They were probably offered a lot of resources. I knew they were offered an advocate, and they turned it down. It seems like they do turn down a lot of help. I had someone that was in England that asked to, volunteer to help Candace free of charge, and that's actually what she does is mental health counseling and, addiction. And I checked her out, and she was 100% legit, and she was going to do it for free. And so, I relayed that offer to Candace, and she turned it down. She didn't even want to hear of it, which I think she's been self-medicating forever. Um, and it's not working. It's time to dry out and confront your problems and get on the proper medication. Okay, she's back. Okay, Dudley. Yes, I do not believe Dudley. I mean, he was paid for that interview. I did not watch it on Share. I don't. Parts of what Dudley said may be correct, but um, I don't. I don't think a lot of what he said was true. Um, yeah, he was as messed up as Don. So who do you believe? Wisconsin Mama, I can't hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there, I can.
I don't know. I just restarted my phone.
Oh, that's nice. I saw her picture on Poly Class Foundation. Yeah,
Oh, that's
I don't know
awesome.
what I don't know what to believe. The one thing you can't take away from Don is he is a hard worker. Um, I don't think
Yeah.
there's anything else nice to say about him, but he is a hard worker. So another person that called in or that posted on Facebook just briefly said that he listened to Dudley and he said that he worked with Don, and I checked him out and he was legit. He did work for Tucker, and he said that Don um, was always a hard worker, always on time, was never um, drunk, and did not use the drugs on the job as far as he knew. So who do you believe? I don't know. I don't know. The whole thing is odd. You know, I've said from the beginning, if Summer walked out of the woods tomorrow, I would not be surprised. I wouldn't. There's really no evidence of anything.
No, there isn't. There isn't any evidence of anything. That's the problem. There's nothing. How do you go on nothing?
I don't know. I know they're working on it. I know they are working on it very hard, especially recently. Um, and so, but I mean, look at they have to wade through all the same crap we do. So,
But here's the
um,
thing. I mean, I sit here and I say there was nothing, but TBI may have not told us everything. I'm sure
yeah.
there's lots of things that TBI has not said.
Oh, I'm sure there isn't. Yeah, I'm sure there is. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, there is in any case, right?
right, right.
I mean, and people pretty much know what they can and cannot say. Like I've been told not to say.
I know, and sometimes you just can't, but you do. No,
I know. It's just like, well, maybe if I just bang that drum one more time, it'll get them moving on something. But they told me I'm hurting the prosecution. What prosecution? But okay, I don't want to hurt the prosecution. I just
well,
wish that I would see some progress. Okay, wait a minute. Lisa, do you know if the boys have been permanently placed? Here's what I know about the boys. They are without saying too much, I hope, they are in a very good home. The family has a lot of resources and provide a lot for the boys that they have not had in the past. They're treated very well, and they are getting counseling, and they were actually approved to adopt them when they took them in, which I think all foster families are approved to be adopted. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they are not adopted as of yet, but I believe, yes, it is. That is going to be the end result because they do want to adopt all three of them.
Sandy Grant, I absolutely, I agree with you 100% on that comment. She
Yes.
says, yeah, I've from the beginning seen Candace as a woman that has looked for love all her life, but just hasn't found it. I agree 100% with you on that. Yeah.
I do too. All the girls were really affected by Candy leaving them. Chris said that Rose was always, that greatly affected her, as it would, and, was always looking for approval for Candy. So, I said Rose had an advocate in Chris, and her other sister, I don't want to mention her name, has a husband who's also an advocate for her. But Candace never really had anybody advocate for her. She's never had anybody help her clean up, dry out, get the help she needs.
No.
Candy's tried. Candy did get her off meth in Arkansas. So, but, you
She
know,
did.
Candace just substituted another drug for it. So,
Hmm. Well, usually there's always I mean, I've never been a drug addict, but usually a drug addict will find some other kind of habit, whether it's smoking or cussing or, you know, you know, but they usually fall back on another habit. I'm not
yes,
saying a bad one, but I'm just saying another habit.
yes, absolutely. It's kind of like OCD.
Yeah.
You can switch. You can be compulsive cleaner, compulsive shopper. I mean, there's good and bad. Promiscuous. Yeah. I mean, whatever you do it full force, but it can be good or bad. Yes. Are they all together? Yes. 3 boys are all together and have been since they were taken. Actually, they spent their first night with Candace at Clyde Trent's house. I think Clyde gave an interview on that. Mary. Do we really need to talk about Mary? Oh boy.
Why? I don't want to talk about Mary.
Mm,
But where is the comment? I didn't see it.
it's up on the Kiko. It's up on the screen. Um, Mary, what I'll say is Mary stories are very inconsistent and have changed 180 degrees from when she started. And yes, I do have receipts of that. So,
But what made them come out? Why did it take Summer to come out missing for them to come out and tell their story? It, I mean, it happened when they were children. Why did they have to come out after Summer came up missing? Why not come out and tell your story before that? Why wouldn't you have come out and stood up for
well,
other victims?
they did. They went to the police and Trish posted about it. Jeannie
Mhm.
went and she was told that it was too late. And I think that was before they went um, public on Tiffany Marie. But they did go to law enforcement and they told them the statute of limitations was up and it was too late. So,
When did they
you
go
know,
to the when did they go to the police? When did
I,
Mary go to the police?
I, well, didn't Mary say, no, Mary, why would Mary go to the police? Don didn't do anything to Mary. Jeannie went to
Jeannie,
the police.
I'm confused. Sorry, Jeannie.
Oh,
When
okay.
did Jeannie
No,
go? Yeah, sorry.
no,
But
that's okay.
we'll work on this, girls. We'll work on this. So when did Jeannie go to the police?
Um, didn't she go and her dad made her withdraw the charges? I get the stories confused because Mary kind of adapted part of Jeannie's story as hers now. Um, but she went when Summer went missing, is my understanding. And
Mm,
because Trish posted back at the beginning that Jeannie had went to law enforcement and was told that it was too late.
okay. All right.
Where did Rose work when she went missing? Rose did not work. She worked maybe, as far as I can tell, a total of 6 months at 2 different jobs. One of them was at a factory in oh, one of those little towns around there. And I think the other one was a short time at um, what's that dollar store? What's that called? That Candy worked at.
Family Dollar.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
But
I seen her up there lots of times. Yeah.
Yeah,
She
but
was-
Rose?
oh no, can't, no, Grandma.
Yeah, we're talking about Rose. But Rose, yeah, she didn't work enough to say so. And she was not working when she went missing. Okay, what's next? Is that a movie? Let's talk about Mary. Yes.
Yeah, for a different channel.
Why would they be taken but still stay with the mother in a different home? That's a very good question. Cursed with curiosity? I do not know. I do not know. Especially since the reason they took them was that they failed drug tests. I don't know. I guess because Clyde was there. So it was kind of a, what do you call it? I don't know. My brain doesn't work sometimes. She was, supervising. So she was there too, is what I'm thinking. But it was just for a night. Okay, what else?
Lips, I think you and I can agree on just about everything about that, about Candace. She had a shitty life. She had a crappy life. And I don't, it's just my opinion. I don't think she didn't have anybody there for her. I mean, this is why we're here.
When
As
Candy left, it put pressure on Candace. Alpaca Maid, that might be true because although the other girls were partially raised by Candy's mother, she never left Candace's side. Candace was always with her. So when she left, yeah, that probably was a huge jolt to her. I mean, it
well, I
would be.
know if my mom left me, I know it would have been it would have been horrible. It would have been horrible. It would have been horrible for any one of us if our mothers left us.
Oh, no, especially the young teens and preteen years, I think
Right.
would be especially hard.
Yeah.
Don's friends were accosting Mary, and Don was in on it. That's her story now, but I have screenshots of her posts at the beginning where she said Don never touched her. That Don's friends were trying something with her, and Don was trying to help her and then ran to get help. That's from her own mouth. So, drugs, crack. They're on crack.
Right, Lips. So, yeah, let's read this one.
Was there a serial killer in Wisconsin? What do you know about that? Wisconsin mama.
I've never heard of well, not in northern Wisconsin. But I've never heard of a truck driver, but Ed Gein, you know, but I've never heard of,
Yeah, I don't think he drove truck.
no, he didn't drive truck, but I'm just, no, I've never heard of that before. I never heard anything like that.
No, but if you get more info, Pam, we can discuss it later
Yeah.
at another time. Does Candace have a relationship with Candace's oldest children? No, she does not. No, she does not. I don't think Candace Jean wants to talk to her. And as far as I know, she's never tried to contact Andy. Although I know Reverend Donna called Andy and tried to pump him for information, which I think was pretty inappropriate. No, she did not get pregnant at 15. She got pregnant with Candace Jean, I think, in 1990. Or Andy was older, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
I can't.
Andy's
Yeah, she was 19, I think, when she got pregnant with the first one. I'd have to look at my notes. Smiley face killer. Now there's a subject. I do not believe in the smiley face killer theory.
I never, Paw Patrol, I'm going to have to look that up.
Talking to Paw Patrol or Kiko? Smiley
No,
face killer.
Paw Patrol. I'm going to
Oh,
look
you're
up that.
okay. The serial killer.
Yeah.
Hey, Mystic Rogue, welcome. Glad to see you here. Why this? Oh, yes, 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 yes.
Wait. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it
Definitely.
absolutely was. Actually, he begged Tiffany Marie to put him in contact with Jeannie. For quite a while. He wanted that story bad. So yeah. And yeah, we probably shouldn't discuss him either. I don't
No,
want to trash other creators.
no.
I thought she was younger than that. No. Actually Rose was 15 when Candace had the kids. Candace was older. Rose was in school and was babysitting and trying to help out, but yeah, Candace was 19, 15, 17. Yeah, Candace was 19. Oh, here, Wisconsin Mama.
Oh, the book thing, huh? Okay. So, yes, I am. Yes, I have been writing. I've been writing for quite some time. Um, I did talk to Candace because like I can go ahead and I can go ahead and write that book about anybody and go ahead and I can publish it, you know. But I did talk to Candace and with respect for the family, um, I told her I will not finish it until Summer is found because there is no ending right now. I don't have an ending. And so I talked to Candace the other day. I did talk to Don on the phone quite a few times about the book, so he knew exactly who I was. And for him to say that he didn't know nothing about it, he's a bold-faced liar because I have my receipts too. So, but Candace didn't know. She didn't know. So I told her out of respect for her and Summer that I would hold back. Well, I'm still going to do my writing. I'm not going to stop, but I'm not going to put it out there until Summer is found, which could be next week, tomorrow, a year, you know.
God willing. Paw
Yeah.
Patrol, no, it's Wisconsin Mama that's writing a book. I don't have the patience to write a book.
Oh, I do. I do. Yeah. So, like I said, it can't be done or it can't be finished until Summer is found. And that is what I told Candace. So,
That's
out of
kind of like Anne Rule writing her Green River Killer book. She promised to not put it out until he was caught.
mm-hmm.
Kind of the same thing. Yeah, you need an ending. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Wait, I missed something. Was it Candace 7 when Candy left? No, she was, I believe she was,
That's right, Lips.
see, Rose was 9 and then 11. Candace would have been 13, I believe. Don't say I'm a liar if I'm wrong because I don't have my notes with me.
Yeah.
Have you seen where Candy Hare used to live? Yeah. Are you talking about the trailer she bought after Rose went missing? Mystic? I know that people say maybe Rose is buried on her dad's property up there. Actually, the lady across the street runs a canine cadaver and search dog training school, and she uses that land to train her dogs on. So Rose is not on that land.
Nor is she on the trailer. I mean,
No,
where she had the trailer. It's in a trailer park. The trailer house is in a trailer park. So no, no.
no. And there's no concrete at the house that Chris's dad rented either. His dad was a tender soul. He, took in anybody. I mean, even after Chris and Rose were gone, Rose lived there when Chris lived somewhere else. Rose lived with his dad and took care of the horses. And then Chris was living in a bachelor pad with some other guys. And, through the years, even after they were gone, anybody that, had a drug problem or some mental health problems or was homeless, Chris's dad took them in. He just was the kind of guy that would, lend a helping hand to anyone.
He was a very nice guy. He was a really nice guy. I mean, he just had that personality, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So,
think people, every once in a while, somebody will pop up on YouTube and, oh, yeah, I used to live there. Just somebody he took in, somebody down on their luck. And I was just willing to help anybody.
well, there was no Kiko. There was no. I don't know why people would think that grandma would kill her own daughter. I
No,
mean,
she doesn't have any motive.
there's no motive. There's no money. There's nothing. I mean, nothing. So, do I think that any of them had anything to do with Rose missing? Absolutely not. That family has nothing to do with her missing.
Thanks, Palm. I appreciate it. I don't know why they attack me. Someone told me people don't want to really know the truth. They want to believe their conspiracy theories and things. But
So, yes, they did do a search for Rose. They did
yeah,
do a search. Yes. Um,
but they drained Memory Lake.
yep, they drained the lake up in Grantsburg at a park. They emptied that and then they took ah there was lots of places that they checked with the dogs and everything. So, I mean, they looked. They really looked. And Lisa, can I say something about the truckers parking lot?
Oh yeah, you can say anything you want, hon.
So the parking lot that Rose's car was found in, it's not a trucker's parking lot. It's it's a block. It's a block long. Okay, at one end of it is a laundromat, and at the other end of the block is the post office. So uh, there's not a
Looks like
lot of room to be called a trucker's parking lot.
it looked like maybe 12 parking spaces or something. No, it's not very big.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yes, Lips, we did talk about Blue. You were late.
Yeah, you were late, Lips.
20 lashes with a wet noodle. Was Rose going to a bar, and if so, did she make it? No and no. Do I need to elaborate? Probably. Um, her cover story was that she's going to a bar, but that's not where she was going. And she did make it to where she was going, yes.
Is Rose seeing another man?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Isn't the secret boyfriend a suspect? Well, that's a little, I don't know what to say about that.
Well, I
Maybe,
think I would consider him to be a suspect.
I think he's definitely involved in the cover up.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think he's
that's
the main reason that this hasn't been solved by now.
yep. I believe 100% too. That is
Yep.
why it hasn't been solved. It's because of him.
Hi, Butterfly's Journey. Welcome. I hope I didn't miss anybody when they come in.
He has friends in higher places.
Hi,
That's all I'm saying.
Steve's mom. Thank you. I think I sound like a little kid, don't I? I
You
don't
do.
know. Some people think that I'm the Candace's cousin that called into Dolly Vision and Ziggy's. I don't see where they get that, but
Blue Roses. Yes. Yes. That came out last week about the book that this guy supposedly wrote. Yeah. Mine didn't come out at all until another creator had put it out there. So, oh, actually, I think I put it out there. No, another creator put it out there. And then, Candace was upset about it. And then I got a hold of Candace and we talked. And there we go again. You know, I'm not going to finish it until Summer is found. And that's out of respect for Summer.
Hey, Leslie P. Welcome. Good to see you here. Are we tired of questions? Never. Never. Whatever you want to know, if we know it, we'll tell you.
How do you know Rose was seeing another man? I know people that are witnesses to it. Let me put it that way.
Her cousin knew and covered for her in other instances. Actually, a lot of people knew she'd seen someone. She didn't tell them who it was, though. And law enforcement also told her husband after she went missing. So, I mean, we're not just making it up. It's not a rumor. It's fact. I read she was going to visit a cousin. That was her story. She said she was meeting her cousin to do karaoke. She never mentioned Cushing, so we don't know where that came from. But
so, Mr. Dog Boy, I'm really sorry to interrupt you. Mr. Dog Boy, this may be your first one that you can boot. He says, "Shut up."
Why aren't our mods deleting him?
Somebody sick him. Somebody please remove Mr. Dog Boy.
I just did.
Thank you.
We aren't that busy that I can't do this. I know, Paw Patrol, I'm sorry. I just blocked someone. Oh wait, I gotta what's up? Oh, that said my voice is really sweet too. Thank you, Letzia. We're glad to be here. Is Chris Hansen Rose's ex? No. Chris Hansen, the news guy? No. No. Chris with Curiosity? No. What else?
Lips says, "You blocked Dog Boy?" Like, Lips, where's Dog Boy?
Was he a friend, Lips? I'm sorry.
Oops. We have to learn. We'll learn from our mistakes, right, Lisa?
Mr. Dog Boy was banned and their comments were removed. That's what I see.
Yeah.
I wonder what the point of that was. Just to heckle us, I guess. Oh, hey, Pamela. Good to see ya.
I'm trying to be really loud here, but
she's trying to yell.
I'm trying to yell. Now, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, everybody.
Did we answer all these questions? I think.
Tingle Bar, it's good to see you.
Ooh. Oh, hi, Tingle Bar. Oh, he's Kate. He said, "Shut up." That was all he said. I have no idea who that is. Probably a fake account. I don't think that was constructive criticism, though. Do you?
No. It's just rude. Go to somebody else's channel if you want to be rude. You know, I'm channeled out. I can't deal with all the drama and the lies. The lies are terrible. You know, if you
Well,
don't have,
half of them come from Don.
well, yeah, that no, that he's another subject for another night. Well, I don't even know if he's a subject, but
Lips, that's not very nice. Pam is welcome here. She's saying her voice was low. Take that off of their lips. Okay, so Rose's car was not found in a neighborhood, and she was not at any party. You're asking some tough questions there, babe.
yeah,
Yes, she was at a party.
yes, she
Was
was.
not found in a neighborhood. Her car was taken to that parking lot 4 or 5 days later, and there were cameras in 2 directions. Whoever put the car there knew enough to avoid both of those cameras, if that gives you any clues. Do you know if the police will have another press conference on Rose? They would if I had anything to say about it. I don't know. I know they are contacting people still to talk. You know, they don't tell you things. I've talked to the FBI about Summer's case, and I've talked to law enforcement on Rose's, and it's a one-way street. You tell them things, they don't tell you anything. So
So, Mystic, are you talking about the Rose Bly case? She said, but Wisconsin Mama, why are we to believe you have no idea in this case? Um, I have a whole lot in this case, in Rose Bly case. I have a whole lot. And
is he saying? Oh, is he saying that he doesn't believe you have no idea?
the Wisconsin Mama, why are we to believe you have
You have
no
no idea, Miss.
in this case?
We
Oh
know
yeah, I do.
we know things we just can't say. Unfortunately, I wish I could. I wish I could come out with it. I wish we could just shout it from the rooftops, but so if
You know,
anybody hears from Wisconsin and knows anyone, Pam's not blocked.
Pam, you are very, very welcomed in here.
No, Pam, I made Lips delete that. She misunderstood. She said you said Wisconsin Mom was low. She didn't realize you were talking about her volume. You're fine. You know I love you. You can stay here. Oh, Lips.
Everybody's cool in here. We're all here for each other. We're all here for open opinions. Except when you say shut up.
Uh-oh. Don, die, lying. Are you related to the Bly family? No, I'm not. No, I've said that many times. I'm not related to the Bly family, and I do not know Candace, Don, or Candy. Yeah, Pam, don't go. Everybody, they just misunderstood it, what you said. After all your research on, hello, funny face Brenda, all your research on Rose, what brings you to Summer's case? That is exactly what brings me to Summer's case, just because in researching Rose, I have found out a lot about Summer's case and the people involved in Summer's case. I mean, a lot of people are involved in both cases, especially people that knew the family, from way back. I don't know. I just get as much information as I can and try to, put it all together. And sometimes you get a bombshell and it takes you a couple days to fit that in with what you know. But
So Palm Patrol wants to know, Lisa in Wisconsin, do you think in your opinion, that Rose is still alive? Um,
In my opinion, no.
in my opinion, no. It's just my opinion.
Lips. I've been accused of being Don's niece. Never Granda's mom. Okay.
Steve's mom, you're right. You're right. Candace and Don were not in Wisconsin. Don has never met Rose at all. No, never met Rose.
No, no, no. Actually, Candace, when she left, wasn't exactly coming back to see all her friends. She didn't come to her dad's funeral. She didn't come to Rose's wedding. She's not, I guess, that much of a homebody, really. And so, yeah. And her husband never met Candace or Don. So,
So let's answer Little Mama's
wait.
question.
Let's do, because Murgatroyd is up first.
Oh, sorry.
I still don't get why the FBI isn't involved. The FBI is involved. The FBI is assisting, like they are assisting in Summer's case. That's not considered federal property because it's a municipal parking lot. It's a city-owned parking lot.
I'm very
And it's not really for the post office. It's for the laundry, too, and it's, whatever else is there. There's a bar behind the post office.
No,
Okay, what?
There's no bar behind the post office.
Isn't the Rendezvous back there?
No, the Rendezvous on Main Street.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's okay. Where are we?
Did Pam leave? I don't know. What were you going to? In my opinion, in our opinion, do you think Don and Candace are innocent? I don't know. I don't have an opinion, I guess. I don't know. We don't know, do we?
No,
We
I
do
don't have
not know. No.
Don't know. There's no evidence. There's nothing. There's nothing out there to show that they're guilty. Nothing.
Okay. Hi, Rebecca. I already answered this, but before you came in, they asked her about Rose, and Don was trying to keep the peace and was afraid that Rose or that Candace would say something nasty because on Rose's birthday, Candy was crying, and Rose said, "Why are you crying? The bitch is dead." So Don was just trying to keep the peace. It wasn't that he thought Candace was going to spill the beans and tell where she was or, reveal some deep, dark secret. He just didn't want her to upset Candy. So, okay. Oh, yes. Do you think, okay. Oh, yeah, Alpaca Maid. We're not upset with our mods. They're fine. Everybody's fine. Yes, Don and Candace were not in Wisconsin. They were moving that weekend from Arkansas to Tennessee and had a baby. They had baby Chelsea.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, you want to tackle this one, hon?
Yeah, where is that? Little Mama, I am enjoying listening to the both of you. However, Wisconsin Mama used to support what PG had to say. Just curious because I often wonder how you could agree with her. Not trying to be mean whatsoever. Oh, you're not being mean. Not at all. Um, when Summer came up missing, um, my daughter had told me. She said, "You're not gonna believe this." She said, "Remember Rose?" And I said, "Yep." And she said, "Her niece is missing out of Tennessee." So then I went to YouTube and man, I'm telling you, that was the biggest mistake of my life. Um, I followed her. Um, I trusted her. I thought she was my friend. I was so gullible. I just wanted somebody to be my friend. I didn't have anybody. She was calling me. And yeah, I did agree with, some of the things that she did say. But the longer I was up there, the more I didn't agree with her. And I'm being honest with you guys. Uh, I was hanging down in chat, and I I really learned a hard lesson um with that one, because I was totally suckered into a friendship, which I really thought was a friendship because there was actual real people phone calls between each other. We would work on Summer's case together, trying to figure things out. I felt like I was included. I felt like I had a friend, a real friend. And I shared things with her and that I probably shouldn't have, because stupid on me. And then she burned me. She burned me. There was no reason for her to burn me. I didn't do anything bad to that woman but support her.
I never did anything bad either, but I did disagree with her, and she doesn't take kindly to that. You
Well,
saw what happened to me when I called her on a couple of her lies.
right. But there was, when I went up there on live with her, I could disagree with her and I could still go up there. You know, I was able to disagree with her. And that was like, I felt good about that. I found some place I'm comfortable with. I can agree to disagree with her. I mean, hey, this woman's calling me, almost every other day. We're talking. I mean, we're talking about personal things. She's my friend, you know. And then she played that phone call, and she asked me that question. And I said, if I tell you, would you still be my friend? And she said right there, of course I would still be your friend. And then she took that phone call and she ran with it and she played it. And she thought that she was going to humiliate me, degrade me. Um, basically,
I,
I think, but she didn't. God saved me from that channel. And what she did to me just made me stronger. I'm not going anywhere. I'm
yeah,
here for,
you got a
I'm,
lot of support. Okay, I
and
don't want to be bashing. I don't want to
okay,
be bashing.
I'm not,
Okay.
but I didn't say a name either though. So there
No,
you
I
have
know. No, I know you didn't, but I'm afraid we might get into that. Wisconsin twang. I got a Michigan twang.
it. Ah, yeah, yeah.
Pam, yes, her neighbor that spies on her. That's an interesting thing, Lips. You should do
Oh yeah, you should do that, Lips.
you should
Do
do a
that.
live on that because that's hysterical.
Yeah, yeah.
Poor Pam. How'd you like to have one of your neighbors spy on you night and day and make up rumors? Oh my God.
Right, right. Yeah,
It's bad enough when it's just people on YouTube, but if it's an actual neighbor, yeah, that would be.
yeah.
Oh, tired of hearing people say Don and Candace were involved in Rose's disappearance? Absolutely. Or Candy. Or people saying that, Rose fell off the horse and hit her head and might have wandered away. That was probably a viable theory at the beginning, but she just fell off in the ring on the dirt when she was teaching her horse to jump barrels. And I don't think if she had a really bad headache, she would go say she was going to do karaoke. That doesn't make sense. Do you think Don and Candace will be at the vigil? Um, I don't know. Wisconsin Mommy, you talk to them. I'd be scared if I was them.
Um, why would you be scared if you talk to them?
I would be scared if I was them to go to the vigil.
Oh, yeah. I think that I do believe I heard on the street that Candace is gonna do her own on her YouTube channel. That she's gonna do her own thing on her YouTube channel that day.
Yeah, she did say that.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, Murgatroyd, you know I love you. I haven't
And
blocked you.
You're right, Lisa. You know, I'd be scared. I'd be scared to go.
Oh, I
I
think so.
You don't know. You know, you don't know what's waiting in the background to come
Well,
after you.
it
No,
just
that
seems like a kind of a mob mentality has taken over with some people, and they're like, oh, they need to lock them in jail and, beat them until they confess. And I think we're kind of past that with our justice system, aren't we? We should be more enlightened than that. There's
yeah.
no evidence. There's no evidence.
Well, there's no evidence, so how can we how can you have to be so open-minded. I mean, yeah, I thought, in the beginning that Candace and Don were totally guilty. I mean, I went to the point where I was up on a live and I publicly apologized to them because when there's no facts, there's as far as we know that's out publicly, there's nothing there that indicates the parents are guilty that we know of.
That we know of. No. Did they ever confirm the story from the people that claimed they were in Rose's car when it was taken to the parking lot? They didn't say they were in it when it was taken to the parking lot. They said they were in it that weekend that she disappeared. And I do not know. That tip was called in at the beginning, and then I called it in again, and they claimed to not have any knowledge of it at all. So I turned it in again, and I gave them the person's name that called the original tip in, and I guess that's up to them, isn't it? I did all I can do.
Oh, Lip says Lisa can raise her volume if she clicks on Wisconsin three dots. So turn my volume up. Oh, maybe I
Oh, ooh, edit mic settings.
can you
It's
hear me
not
now?
letting me.
It's not?
There, you're screaming now.
Can you hear me now?
Oh my
Pam,
God,
Pam, can you hear me?
I'm turning you down. You're blowing
Oh
me up.
gosh. Oh,
Okay,
see, hey, this is what it's about. We're learning.
who
Hang
said
on,
who
I
said
gotta
to
go
do
take
that?
my
Was that
yeah,
Lips? Thank you, Lips.
yeah. I'll be right back. I gotta go get my brownies out of the oven.
It occurred to me that before maybe C used the bitch word some other way, some folks have, yes, Don was just trying to keep the peace there. That's all I have to say about it. Oh, Alessia, you have absolutely no idea what happened to me after that. My life was a living hell. All those moderators created fake accounts in my name on platforms that I didn't even remember being on. They created 3 fake accounts on classmates.com. They went on Pinterest. Anyway, on and on. They made an entry on ancestry.com. Then I married my grandfather. Um, it went on for months. I don't want to think about it anymore. Some of them have apologized. She
So
misses the brown.
where are we here? Where are
They're
we?
they're they're missing the brownies. Oh,
Oh,
Wisconsin Mama is a very good person.
well, thank
I
you.
can attest to
I
that.
appreciate that. I do appreciate that.
And I
It's
had
just
someone last night say, "How can Wisconsin Mama be on Daisy's channel when Daisy hates you?" Um, my
um
friends don't have to agree with me 100%. I don't tell them who they can be friends with and who they can't be. Um,
I support Daisy's channel 100%.
yeah,
I support Jinky's
I've never had
channel.
anything. I've never said anything bad about Daisy. When I was on Smiley's, I said that was okay that she come up on panel. She doesn't like me, but I don't have anything against her, so
I
that's where that goes.
yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I suppose. I could always make you a batch of brownies with no sugar in them. You
Yes.
probably won't miss the sugar. I'm being bad. I better behave.
Summer is with Rose. Yeah, that's yeah. If they find Rose, they'll find Summer. I hear that a lot. Or Rose is one of them, or both of them are buried on top of Jim, Rose's dad's grave. He does not have a grave, so that's another thing I hope people don't call in and say.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think about Candace saying she has nothing in Tennessee for her? Well, she went back there, so I don't know. What do you think,
I think
Wisconsin Mama?
well, just my opinion. I mean, I kind of feel like Candace is a lost soul right now. I don't think Candace knows where she wants to be. You know, everything's been taken away from her. So I I'll just put it this way. I would not want to be in her shoes. I'll just put it that way.
Well, look at with Chris and Candace's other sister, and now Candy too. I mean, all of them for the last 13 years, almost 14, being accused of, murdering Rose. I mean, it never ends. Her daughters are getting, to the age where it's really hard to police their social media.
Right.
And I
And
mean, they're gonna see all that.
there's a lot of this, it's a cruel, cruel world, and I can say if I had a kid, be honest, I wouldn't let them on YouTube at all. Not at all. A matter of fact, my kids probably wouldn't even have a phone. Not in this day and age. Mm-mm.
Yeah, but they go to their friends' houses.
I know.
Somebody tipped me off about them having a secret account, and yeah, he took care of that. The
Well, I
police are
suppose
stringing me along with Rose's case. No,
no.
they're not stringing me along, and I know I saw the message. They're messaging people yesterday. So
Can we, Lisa, you want to address uh Lady Ditlevson out of Polk County?
do I want to
She,
address her?
yeah.
Is she in chat?
No, no. Do you wanna tell people
I'm
about
trying to be kind. Yes, Lisa Ditlevson was the lead detective on Rose's case.
the word was?
She's not the sheriff that Rose was seeing, though. But she was also in charge of the evidence room, which is a problem. So she seemed to disregard anything that she wanted Chris to be at fault, and seemed to disregard any tips that she got or anything that did not point at Chris. So that's why that, some of those tips, when I say something, they claim they are not written down. They have no record of it. Lisa is selling real estate now, as far as I know. She was sued because she ignored evidence and, I would say exactly framed, but disregarded the evidence that cleared this guy. And he was convicted of sexual assault of a child. And so he wasn't guilty. And so he sued her for that. Of course, they gave her qualified immunity because she's a law enforcement officer. But, that just shows you how she should not be in law enforcement because you don't set your eyes on a suspect and then look for things to prove them guilty. You look at the evidence and let that show you who's guilty. And she just, it's a fact, a proven fact, and there are court records, so she shouldn't have been in that job. That's what I have to say.
So there was somebody that made a police report over there in Polk County. And while Lisa was there, and from the sounds of it, it was not there. But the good thing is the other person had called the FBI and told the story. So Lisa didn't get that. The FBI did. So the one person went over to Polk County and made a statement, and Lisa took care of that statement. But the other person called the FBI and got the same statement. So it's just a good thing that the one other person called the FBI, is what I'm saying.
Who are you talking about? The candy thing?
The what? I'm talking about Rosa's case that we talked about earlier. Okay, I'll talk to you later about that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm worried about the Wells boys reading things online. Yes, definitely. Especially anything a certain YouTuber that likes to gossip puts up. Thankfully, he deletes everything when he sobers up.
Yeah, there's, you guys are right. These, like for Rose's daughters, they're at that age where I'm sure they're curious, curiosity is going to they're going to want to know things, and if nobody's telling them things, then they're going to go, on the internet and find what people are saying. As for the Wells boys, I'm sure they're being monitored with what they can do, on their computers and what they can't do. Because I really would hate for them to see or even hear all this stuff. They've been damaged enough, so I just would hate for them to have to listen to anything from YouTube or Facebook about their family. I mean, their mom and dad, they screwed up. But no matter how much Don and Candace screwed up, they're still mom and dad. They still love their mom and dad.
Yeah, I agree. Yes. Yes. No, Rose never. No, Candace never said I killed the bitch, and that was from Allie. Just disregard anything Allie says. Candace did not say she killed Rose, and she did not say she's buried under the driveway. And Rose's two girls did not point at the driveway and say Mama's down there. That was all Allie. Allie's mad at Candace, and she would say anything to get her in trouble.
Lisa, you're gonna have to turn me back up a little bit.
You're crackling, though. Am I the only one that can hear that crackling?
I don't hear anything but you. I don't hear no crackling.
Okay. All right. You're up.
All right. Does Rose's daughters look like her?
I don't think they do. I wouldn't say they. No, I don't think they do. No.
I thought that the one did.
Really? The younger one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the older one definitely doesn't.
Okay, Lisa Aldridge says hearing robotic voice. All right, I'm going to go out and come back in again. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, hon. See you later.
Yeah.
Okay. You think so, Alessia? I think the truth is they have told was seen Summer. Oh, Bounty. If they didn't have proof of life, I honestly don't know. You know, Leslie said that there was a camera there that recorded them at Hunter's. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I'm back. There's two of me. Okay. Where are we? Is Candy and Allie's beef really about Jose? Yes, I believe it is. I have an echo now? Wait a minute. Um, oh crap. No. Um, okay. All right. You back?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you twice.
Can you hear me? Am I better? Am I better?
I can hear you.
Am I crackling?
No.
Okay, then let's roll.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think the grand jury is looking at Summer's case. Although I don't know.
Thank you,
Well,
Lisa.
we won't find out until they issue a sealed indictment.
I don't even know about this grand jury stuff anymore.
I don't know what
mean,
they'd have to take to the grand jury.
how many times have we heard the grand jury story for 2 years? 2 years we've heard it. And it's never happened.
Well, the only time they spoke on it, he said he didn't have any evidence to take to him. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Yes, butterflies. Mary has, yeah, totally flipped. I don't think it's a cold case. No, neither one of
No.
them.
No.
The grand jury proceedings are secret, not that they're meeting.
Well, if they're secret, how come everybody thinks they know about it?
Exactly.
I mean, you know how many times the grand jury supposedly have met in 2 years? I don't believe it. That's just my opinion. I don't believe that the grand jury is meeting or has ever met in the Summer Wells case.
No,
Just my opinion.
I agree. Hi, Reaper's Grim Smile. I guess the only way we know is like with Kober's parents, somebody would have to see them go into the grand jury.
Right. Right.
So I don't know. The only way we'll hear about, yes, that's right. Unless TBI gives a gives
Yeah.
a press conference.
And and I think that would help too. Even if TBI didn't have anything new, I still believe that the people need to hear from them. The last time the TBI spoke was a long, long time ago. And I believe that they need to come out and speak again. Even if they have to say the same thing over again, at least maybe people will back off a little bit, because people are like getting angry. People are angry, they're frustrated, that, and people are getting downright mean because there's nothing has moved on Summer's case. Nothing. So I
Yeah.
always felt like if the TBI came out and said something, even if it was the same thing, that it really would help.
But in like the Idaho case, they gave constant updates and still they got trash. You're not telling us anything new. Why even bother to have a press conference? I just think people think that we're entitled to know all the evidence or what's going on. And we're not.
Well, I think as like somebody in chat said, it's not fair to Summer. It's not about Summer anymore. It's about Summer's mom and dad. You know, it it's frustrating because we want to hear what Summer's mom and dad are doing to find Summer. We want to hear good things about what is being done for Summer. And there are a lot of people out there doing good things for Summer. You know, I mean, as the parents, I I'll not comment to that because it's for them. I guess it's got to be frustrating. It's heartbreaking. It's everything you can think of for them. But I just want to hear more about Summer. I don't want to hear about Don and Candace's background, or I should say, their past life when they were little, when they were growing up. I don't want to hear about that. I don't care about that. I want to hear about what is going on with Summer. Is there any new movement? Is there any more um is there going to be any more searches? That's the stuff I want to hear because dragging Don and Candace's childhood into Summer's missing, for me, in my opinion, has nothing to do with Summer's missing.
Right. Hey, Prismo's Picks. Hello. Glad to see you. Did I miss anyone? Oh, Reaper's Grim Smile. You're familiar. It's somebody we know that's incognito. I don't think it's going to be a child porn ring. Just my thoughts. Yeah, what do you think? Are you here?
No. Yeah, I'm here. No. Because if I go by statistics, say it for me, there is not a pedo that is gonna take the chance of going up on that hill, looking in that door, and may not even seen a child because wasn't Summer playing in her bedroom, Lisa?
In the basement, supposedly.
She was supposed to be playing in the basement in her bedroom. Well, this pedo or whoever took her would have had to have known she was in her bedroom. So he would have had to have gone through one room to get to Summer and then try to get her back out and down the hill.
Yeah, I don't think you could even get up that driveway without people knowing.
Or even up through the woods. I'm just saying, in my opinion, a pedo is not going to go and take that risk of being caught. They rather just go and scoop a child right off the street and throw her in a car and go. Him or
Yeah.
her, the child into a car and go. They're
Pe-
that's a huge risk for a pedo to climb up that hill and know exactly where that little girl is, and then try to get back down into their vehicle and take off.
Yeah, you could just wander around Walmart until somebody's mom turned their back. And
Right.
for people to say that Chris Marcos came all the way down from Wisconsin,
Yeah.
there's kids in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Okay, can the well call and demand to be cleared? Law enforcement does not like to say anybody is cleared, and it's a cover your ass thing. They don't want to be embarrassed later. So
Right.
they don't really come out and say. I mean, the sheriff made a big deal of Chris being cleared in Rose's case. Several times he gave interviews. You know, he's cooperating, passed lie detector tests. He didn't have anything to do with it. And then when a new sheriff got there, suddenly he's like, everybody's still a suspect. That's their standard line. That way, it can't come back and bite them if they're wrong.
Right. So Lisa, Lisa, we've talked about like my opinion. My opinion is accident cover up or Summer wandered off that property. That's just my opinion. When you look at everything that TBI has given us, um, you know, to me those could only be the two possibilities. I honestly cannot see somebody coming up on that property with the dogs, with two grown people and three other children and get away with taking a child. So that's just
So
my
just,
theory.
I don't think an animal took her.
No.
It would have left, right? It would have left blood. There would have been blood there.
Mm-hmm.
And how far would the animal have taken her? They had heat-seeking drones fly over the area, and you know she was there or even recently deceased. It would have showed.
Well, see, this is why we're here to agree to disagree. So I disagree with you on that one because there was a child that had been missing and they brought in the drones and the dogs and everything. And the child was never found until a couple years later, and that child was only 15 feet away from the house. So, I mean, hip hip hooray for technology is great, but it's not so great. You know, it, so that's where we agree to disagree. Yay!
How
Right?
dare you?
Yeah.
I was
I mean,
going to go back. Oh, Lady Q, I remember you asking me. I forgot who this was. When she was pregnant with Summer, I don't think I knew about a 911 call. Do you, Wisconsin Mom?
I never heard anything else about a 911 call.
What did it consist of? This wasn't that fake call. What is it that you're talking about? Mm,
Oh, do I have static again?
uh-oh.
There's
Yeah,
no sign of foul play. There's no sign of foul play up there at all. So if there's no signs of foul play, You have to think of the other theories. Take everything you have and try to come up with theories of what could have happened to her.
Yeah, I don't.
There's a lot, there's a lot of in the Tennessee Hills, there's a lot of you know, what do I want to call them, Lisa? Where not ditches. What's the other word I'm looking
Culvert?
for? Culvert. No. So you got so like right there across the road from Don and Candace's, I mean, like you got the road and then you got the grass and then it completely drops off. Ravine. There is such a thing that if Summer did wander off, that she did fall into a ravine. And when you go down into a ravine, it's cooler. The air temperature is cooler, so which means that if something happened to her and she passed, a heat sensor isn't going to pick up her body because some of those ravines are pretty steep. That's quite the fall for a child. I'm just wondering how those heat sensors would have picked up her,
Can I say
yeah,
buzzards?
yep.
I mean,
No, uh, I don't want
they're
to
all
say,
over here.
yeah,
They start circling even before you're totally dead.
it could be.
Um,
We all know the 911 call was the one that was put out. We all know that one was messed up to begin with. I mean, that
yeah,
911 call was totally messed up.
Lady Q, I'll look. I'll send in a FOIA request for that, so it might take a little while. I just screenshotted your comment. Oh yeah, Wisconsin mommy, you were gonna flick your cigarette lighter.
Well, how many times do I gotta flick my? There you go. Get it? Wait, I gotta open me a pop too. Hang on a second. I'll go take care of that. Sprite, because it's the best. That's all I drink is Sprite. Drink that
It's all right. I'm surrounded by Diet Coke cans.
No, I had to buy a 12-pack of Sprite just for this occasion.
So you can keep popping and flicking all night long.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
do you think we're about done?
Well, let's hang on a second.
Okay.
Let me just take a look at some of these here. She could have been hit by a car and then scooped up. Cadaver dog may have not. Oh, they're wondering, are the footprints real?
I don't consider them. I mean, they could have been left there at any time. Wouldn't there have been a trail of footprints, not just like 2 or 3 footprints?
Well, not only that, but if there was, I don't know, I kind of feel like that footprint could have came from like if the boys had been riding their little motorcycles back there or mini bikes, if they might have put their foot down there. I don't know. Has anybody heard? Are the footprints real?
The neighbor that one of the footprints was on his land, he said that they asked him what size feet his kids had. So I don't think they knew for sure it was Summers.
Okay, so here's my question about the footprint. Okay, the footprint. If it was real, Why has not TBI put that out?
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yes, and no adult. Yeah, no adult prints.
right, right. But
And
if there
even
was
if
a,
somebody picked her up, the dogs scent in the air. So they still would have scented Summer.
yeah, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good theories, you know, from a lot of people, you know. But that's my question is, if there was a real footprint, why didn't TBI come out and say that?
Yeah.
So unless TBI comes out and says it, I don't believe there was a footprint. That I have to go with that, you guys, because I got to go with what TBI puts out there. I can't go with word on the streets, you know, because when you go with word on the streets, that just leads you down someplace else, you know. Um, I'm more logical. I've learned my lesson. I've gotten, I think, a little more smarter, a little more logical about these things. So, and the same with again, if Don and Candace were going to be arrested, I think they would have been arrested by now if they had any kind of evidence on these people.
You know, Dave Rader did say that the dogs did not find a scent. And I actually did see that. I saw him say that. So I don't know. Yes, Prismo. What did you want to say? I'm sorry, cursed with curiosity about the loss of your son.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Curse. I'm so sorry.
The boys were the last to see Summer. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I know they were in the house playing video games.
So, yeah, Dave Radar spoke on it, but TBI never said anything about the footprint. Just Dave Radar did. And Pam says, and they said she did not have her shoes on.
Yeah, they said pink shirt, gray pants, may have been barefoot. I think that's
Bruce, you're not very nice.
what?
Why? Bruce, you're not very nice. He said you're dumb. Why don't you go troll? You know, we're a new channel, Bruce. You ain't gotta come over here trolling like a jerk already. There's nobody dumb over here. We're sharing theories and we're trying to get facts out. Get rid of him.
He's in timeout.
The boys were the last to see Summer. Any thoughts? I don't know who the last one was to see Summer. Do you, Lisa?
No.
Mm-mm. I have no idea who was the last. I have no idea who was the last one to see Summer.
Candace would appear to be the last person that we know of.
Well, you would think so because she's mom. You know, she was there.
Good job, Deborah Ann. Thank you. The tree trimmers. I think they saw Candy, Candace, and Summer leave at 8:30. I don't know if they saw him come back. I think they knocked off then, didn't they?
The tree trimmers.
Yeah.
I thought that wasn't there one that supposedly came back a tree trimmer. He came
I don't
back
know.
by himself. I guess we'll have to look more into the tree trimmers. I'll go. There's somebody, we all know who she is, but I'm not going to mention names on here. But she's done really good research about the tree trimmers, and I'm going to go back and see what she said about them because she's been doing a really lot of research on the tree trimmers.
Yeah, somebody contacted them.
Wow. I just got to say, hello, country cowboy. What brings you riding
What an
on your
honor.
horse to our neck of the woods? Did you come over to start a fire and have a little rodeo talk?
I don't.
Welcome,
He's
welcome
fine if
to
he,
Yeah,
you
I'm
know,
being nice, Lisa. I'm being
everybody's
nice.
welcome.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I asked him if he wanted me to start a fire and we'll have a little chat. Like the rodeo boys.
An accident, I believe so. Candy didn't leave for 7 weeks, so she was there for quite a while. I believe she knows more than she said, but I don't think she knows exactly what happened. Oh, Country Cowboy, thank you. Be sure and like it.
That's right, Kate. You tell him.
Maybe I should make him a mod.
You know, I think that's a really good idea.
To make him a mod?
I think that's a really good idea.
I think, yes, I think she has some ideas, but I don't think she knows exactly what happened, no.
Oh, okay,
Thank you, Kiko. It's going pretty good. We were both really nervous.
I was really nervous. I was really nervous, and then I was like, let's get this party started.
Oh, thank you, Prismo. I appreciate that.
So Lisa, I'll check into the tree trimmers. I will go back and check into all about the tree trimmers and read up on that because, like I said, I know somebody that's really done really good research on the tree trimmers. And
yeah, I heard somebody talk about that.
Yep. And then let's do some really good search on the footprint.
And I'll look for that 911 call.
911 call. Is there anything else anybody would like for us to do fact checks on for you?
Yeah, Pam.
You're not getting a run, Country Cowboy. Sorry. You're not going to get a run.
Start a question with Don said. Sorry.
No worries, Pam. We won't.
Yeah, Pam. You believe anything Don says?
Me?
No, Pam.
Oh, Pam.
What do I think happened? I think possibly an accident and then a cover-up. I know she wasn't sold. So, if you rent him, he will block everybody. No, he's fine.
Do either of you copycat?
I actually turned that into the FBI the day it came out in Discord. And I know they did go to Critical Case, get her information, and they did go talk to Ziggy V. That's all I know about that, because they didn't update me when they.
No,
But
they didn't.
she came out with. She said a year later that they came back to her house and got some more of her notes and had that receipt that people said was fake. I'm pretty sure the FBI got all her notes the first time they were there. I don't think they wait a year and then go back and ask for a couple more pages. So that's what I think about that. Yeah, I think Don's theories are just him trying to think of an explanation.
I think
One
he's
thing I do want to say is
Go ahead.
that picture of Don holding Summer where he says he's crying and said that's the last picture of Summer. That was taken in March. That was not, I don't know, he made that story up about the angel. I know that's fake. And PG ran with it.
Yeah. Oh, you weren't supposed to mention any creators in here.
I didn't say her whole name. Oh my.
So there you have it, folks. That's our theories. Accident cover up, or a possible she got mad and ran off and got lost. Or maybe ran off and went on the road and somebody picked her up off the road. Country Cowboy, no, they did not block me.
Yeah, Reverend Donna, no. People are just saying that was my theory. I saw today. No. I mean, and she said Lori Vallow ate Tylee's leg and Brian Koberger rubbed blood on his genitals. No, I don't believe anything she says. Sorry. And I can't say Reverend without laughing.
Sorry. Why would you say that? I mean, why? People are really gross. I mean,
yeah, that's why Michelle banned her from her group.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm just pretty new to this, and I just feel like people need to do fact checks. Facts, not gossip, not rumor, because all that really has damaged not just Summer's case, but it damages so many cases. I know you go to creators because you don't want to do the fact checks. You don't want to do the research. I understand that. But it's just almost down to the point now that if you want to follow a creator, you need to follow a credible creator. Not if you're there for entertainment purposes only, then have fun. But I'm here for facts. That's why I'm up here.
Yeah, I do a lot of research. I'm a paralegal, and I pay darn good money for databases every month. Country Cowboy. He's so funny.
Oh yeah, he's a crack up, all right.
Oh, yes.
Wait till he takes you to a hoedown. I mean, he's just the kind of person that, you gotta hate him, but yet you like him. I
I've
mean,
never had any problems with him, so
oh, you will. Wait, your turn's coming.
that's all right.
But,
Everybody's welcome until they go wrong.
in his defense, he did actually stick up for me. So, I thank you for that, country cowboy, and I hope you and I are good. But I still like giving you crap. And he's gonna
Oh
come
yeah,
back and give us crap too. So,
we can talk about this. Yes, she said that he had red hair and worked with bread and lived over his dad's bakery. None of that was Koberger. What she did after he was arrested was Google Koberger and bread to come up with something. She said that. And she also said, well, when he got out of the car, he had red hair. And when I saw him go into the house, he had dark hair. So, no. Sorry.
I never got involved in that case. I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't have
there's
time. I was so involved with Summer.
there's not much happening at the moment, but there will be. That's a very interesting case from a legal and a forensic standpoint. And I just find all that very interesting.
Hmm.
I don't know, when
Should
are we
we?
going to go live again?
Well, let's address a creator that came out and said that Rose Bly was declared dead. Should we clear up that rumor?
Okay, yeah. She has never been declared dead. That would be
Never.
Candy who did that, and she has never done that.
No.
Yes.
So,
Any other?
declared dead. No. Is anybody interested in seeing? Lisa, do you think that maybe we could do pictures? The next episode.
I'll try. Don't you need a computer for that? I just bought StreamYard, so let me explore it a little. You mean like memes?
No. Oh, I'm not there yet for the memes.
I don't know how to do that at all.
Oh, I can do it. But I'm talking about like, so we're gonna hit Rose Bly case head on. So we
Yeah,
will
we
search
need to do a little more research, but we're going to cover that right from the start.
from the very, very beginning to
Yep,
where
childhood
she,
on. So
grew up, to where she went to school, to where she used to live. We'll be showing pictures of that truck stop, which is not a truck stop, it's a parking lot. Yeah, I mean, it's all to bring out here, to get her case heard more. And for her to get more
people need to
attention.
come forward. People are afraid. People that know are afraid.
Yeah.
But we need to put an end to this, really.
Yeah. So, again,
Hey, it was a fun time.
it was.
Oh, thanks,
So
Pico. Thanks, everybody, for being here.
Thank you.
And for being respectful. It was a good conversation.
We could probably do a live in a couple nights. We could be back here in like 3 more nights or something, Keep your ears and eyes open, and we'll be back.
Yeah, I'll post a coming soon thing. Thank you to the mods. Thank you to the mods.
Yep, you girls did a great job tonight, and we appreciate you all being here.
Yes, thanks for all of our friends, old and new, in here.
Yeah.
It was a good time. Okay, we'll see you later.
Okay. All right. God bless
Bye.
everyone. Have a good night. Bye bye.